Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I'm the counselor and transformational coach at Butterfly Project. So today, this is going to be a short and sweet video. This is for anyone that is dealing with any kind of relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendship. It could be a coworker. It could be a business relationship, a boss. Whenever we're dealing with anyone, basically, okay? This is about reactions to things. So let's say someone upsets you, or maybe they triggered you. Maybe they're triggered a wound within you that maybe hasn't healed. Maybe they triggered fear within you. Maybe they triggered whatever it was that they triggered within you in a negative way. Okay? I want you to try something. Pause for just a moment. And I actually tell my clients this. If you can envision, I think it was like the Staples, that big red button, hitting like the stop button. So envision, or hitting that red button, envision that button and it says stop. If you can just stop for a moment, pause, kind of like pausing, if your life was on a movie screen, pause it for a moment, okay? And take a moment to just stop your mind, stop those thoughts, stop the feelings for a moment. And right in that moment, I want you to start doing the deep breathing exercises that I teach. It is the 4-4-4-4-4-4-4 method. I think it's called the box breathing method, right? So 4 corners. So if you could just remember a box or the number 4, right? So you're going to take a deep breath in for a count of 4, like 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Hold it for a count of 4. Let it out for a count of 4, and then do that 4 times. Depending on how you count, it takes about 2 minutes. You can do this as many rounds as it takes to kind of calm yourself down before reacting, because then you can respond from a more rational place. Now, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. And the reason is because of the fight, flight, or freeze response, the survival response that kicks in. Cortisol starts pumping, and the reason this happens for survival was for our survival, that all the oxygen and blood gets taken away from your brain from making decisions, and all that you are left with is the animal instincts, the survival instincts. So that means you're not going to make very rational decisions. You're not going to say anything from a very rational place. Now, sometimes doing the deep breathing is enough before you can respond. Other times, you actually need to put it aside for a day or 2, or maybe 3, right? Whatever it takes. I mean, it shouldn't take you more than a few days. Whatever it takes to get you to a place where you can make a more rational decision or response, or to deal with that person or situation. It is like pausing before reacting. I think I might have done a video on this, but when emotions are high, when you have emotions, whether it's anger or fear or whatever it is, when they're high, your intelligence is low, your rational thinking is not there, and then we say things we don't mean, we do things we don't mean, and then it gets us into conflicts and different situations that now we need to make amends for, But you guys, I always believe we can always make amends if it comes from your heart, if it comes from a true, genuine, good place. We can always make amends. All right. But when we're talking about dealing with people, if your emotions are high, just remember that big red button, pause, pause, think of, if you like TV, remote, pause the screen, take some deep breaths, right? Do the deep breathing. If that helps, great. Do it as many number of times as you need to. And if not, maybe give it a day, maybe give it 2 days. But don't just respond or react right away, because usually it's it's not going to be what we really wanted. And then we regret things and now we have to fix it. And, it's so much easier if we just pause. But nobody's perfect. I definitely am not. I make mistakes too. I say things I don't mean, then I have to apologize and whatever it is. But if you can pause until you can get into a more rational thinking place where your intelligence isn't being run by your emotions, right? This is where that saying, sleep on it. My grandfather used to always say, don't do anything right now. Don't respond. Don't deal with that right now. Just sleep on it. This is where that comes from. Because the next morning when you wake up, you're calmer. You're probably thinking a little different. You realize, oh, okay, maybe what I said or did wasn't okay. Or you can see the other person's perspective or whatever it is, right? So pause before reacting. Remember that when emotions are high, intelligence is low. And it's so much easier to just pause and take a moment, take a few hours, take a day, take 2 days, whatever it is, before we respond or before we react or before we deal with that situation. And you're going to know every situation is different and you know yourself better, right? Than I do, of course, whoever's watching this. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know today. This is super helpful, and I have used this technique with not just in my own life, but I have taught it to all of my clients, and especially people dealing with, just relationships, even with our children, things like that. But it really does make a huge difference, okay? And can actually save relationships, and I have seen it actually save relationships. All right, my loves. So that's what I have for you today. Don't forget to do all the things, like this video, comment down below, share my video, this video with anyone you think it could be helpful for, share my channel with others. I would truly appreciate if you do one or any number of these things. It truly is the best way to help my channel to grow, to get my messages out there. If you're new here, I would absolutely love to have you here subscribed to my channel and be part of this ever-growing butterfly community. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos as I post them. If you would like to work with me, my information is in the description box below. And as always, you guys, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.